The game's first play. It's second down.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check three.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
25, check 25, check 25.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Play action, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Just like that.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, Lott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run 4th. This is Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Haskins will throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagou racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll try the left side. Trailer. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jordan. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Haskins now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. This time, Haskins will look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Play action. It's locked. Complete to Hilton. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw. Lock. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
10 more yards. Complete to Eric Ebron.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. On second down, Love. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bryce Love in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first down, it's Long. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Blunt. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Alert 3. Check. Check out route.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Luck now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Check right. Watch it, 5. Hey, Russ,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
55. Hey, eat. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check it back. Let's go. Come on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, trailer. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Safety's gripping. Check 13. Kill. Hit him all. West. Go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch, 20, 20.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. That is caught at the 7. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Check. Lucky. Slam. Hey, alert 3. Hey, check 24. Go. Over. Roy. Check.
And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
Yeah, baby.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Luck defers to Mack. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. From the gun, here's Luck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They were looking for Johnson that time. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Luck gonna throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check out. Blue 40. Mexico. 52.
Now Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams